Now, let's talk about penis transplants with
Yay!
Jonathan J. Ratnam.
Talking about grabbing you by the balls.
Whoa.
I will preface this topic. I'm talking about the penis transplant that happened last week.
Okay.
Penis and scrotum. Actually, it wasn't last week. I think it was like last month. But the news of it came out this week.
Because it was successful.
Yeah, because the reason the man was getting a penis transplant, penis and scrotum, was because his junk got blown off by an IED in Afghanistan. So they think there's like 60 or so soldiers who were in this situation. Also, the part of his leg below his knees.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's not a funny topic.
I feel like we can still laugh about the consequences of penis transplants.
Yeah.
But
But
like
the situation that caused it is super serious.
It's actually super serious. Like there's 60 other dudes out there who are going through this, and are basically like, if you ask guys what part of their body they could live without, I think they would list their head above their penis.
Really?
Totally.
As in before. The penis would be the last thing they would be willing to lose.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think most guys, like, without really thinking through the consequences of what they're saying,
Sure.
and
Okay.
living through it. If you just ask off the top of like people's head, like, oh,
I'll be like,
they'd be
the
like,
top of my head.
I'd rather die.
Gotcha.
Anyway, so doctors in the US performed the first complete penis and scrotum transplant on a former soldier, and part of the abdomen. Actually, if you look on YouTube, look up world's first penis and scrotum transplant, and there'll be like an animation of it.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Can you get some weird suggestions?
I've been looking for something that's not just a picture of a penis, and it's been different.
Yeah, be very careful with what you get. Anyway, it was performed at Johns Hopkins Hospital, which is like part of a university, which is like really cutting edge.
I was going to say, that sounds famous.
Yeah, it is.
Is it in New York?
No, Baltimore. They said Baltimore. Anyway, apparently it's the most, so this is the most complex penis and scrotum transplant ever done. So there actually has been previous penis transplants. So apparently in South Africa, it's very common for men to lose their penises because at the age of 18, there's a traditional circumcision ceremony that they go through to become a man.
Right.
But because it's super unhygienic, there's cases, I guess, of infection, which results in the appendage having to be removed completely. So the first successful penis transplant, it was just the penis, was done in 2014.
Okay.
And that actually, I think that actually worked. Within about a year, he'd recovered function, like full function.
Oh, fine.
Like everything he was able to do. Wow. And I think he fathered a child like 2 years later.
Shivers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sniper.
So it can happen. It's been done. So there's been another one in 2016, I think. I think that was South Africa again, the same hospital. But one detail of this was that the person who got the donor penis was from a white person to a black person. So he was going to get skin tattoos to even out the skin tone difference.
Poor guy.
That would have looked very weird.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
So we got a donor, we got a recipient. The donor is deceased?
Yes.
Copy that.
Yeah. I think similar situation to other transplants where if they're recently deceased, they remove the thing and put it on ice.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Basically. The piece of flesh was measured 25 centimeters by 28 centimeters, weighed about 2 kilograms.
That's this flap thing that's going on.
Yeah, that whole thing that's been removed. And they're like, so basically a lot of the surgery, I think, is reattaching all the arteries and the veins and stuff and the nerves properly, because otherwise you won't have feeling.
Yep.
And to have the functionality of the engorgement process, you would have to have everything working.
Well, you said it's the whole thing, like scrotum as well, right?
Yes, so scrotum as well, but not testicles. Because
Okay.
it was unethical to take a dead person's testicles and put them in someone else, because I think they'd still be firing that person's sperm.
I didn't even know that was an argument.
I think it was an
Me
ethics
neither.
argument.
Wow.
But it's not hard to put fake testicles in a scrotum to make it look like
But they won't work.
there.
But
No, they won't. They won't work.
so he can not have kids.
No,
Copy that.
no, you can't. Well, it's not like the South African man, because I think he lost his
Yeah.
penis but still had his scrotum.
Yeah.
So yeah, but they are hoping that he'll be able to have near normal, like, urinary functions and
Sexual function.
sexual function, yeah, which is awesome.
That's
Like,
crazy.
if they can get it happening for the, like, 60 other guys that's happened to in war, That would be amazing.
And this was also funded by the military, right? So military personnel.
I'm actually not sure. I'm sure he didn't have to.
Yeah.
I'm sure for those 60 guys, it won't be
Yeah.
a case of them.
Yeah, I
having
thought
to
I
fund
read
it.
that.
But yeah. Okay. So this is a quote from him. That injury, I felt like it banished me from a relationship. Like that's it. I'm gonna be single for the rest of my life, kind of thing. I'm paraphrasing. He said, "I feel whole again." Which you would.
How recent did he have it?
I think it was last month. I
Oh.
think we're into like a couple of weeks after.
So
And
they-
they're very confident that it's worked, but they will keep having to check up on him
Yeah.
to make sure there's no rejection. They have to do like immunotherapy and stuff.
Yeah, because it's your body's always trying to reject it for ages, right?
Yeah, something like that, because it considers it like a foreign substance object. But yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it does raise some pretty interesting. I think there was another approach that someone was trying, which was to artificially lab grow a penis and then put that on someone.
Like on the side of a mouse, or
I'm not sure.
right,
I think they can grow cells in the right conditions
right,
with the right stem cells.
yeah,
I think they can form lattices out of like a biomaterial and then grow
yeah.
stuff around it.
There's no way they're confident enough to do that for a functional penis.
Oh no, that's research that's still going on, but I think it's a company that's trying to do that. And to be fair, that sounds like a really good business idea.
Oh yeah.
If you can make a penis,
However long you want it,
whatever type of penis that person might desire,
whatever girth, whatever yaw.
So we'll just say
it'll
people.
it'll take penis enhancement out of the field of scam emails that you get in your in your spam box and into the realm of really rich billionaires going like, I feel like in the future you're just gonna know if someone's rich. They have a really big penis.
Yeah,
That's
or
what I'm saying.
it'd kind of enter the realm of just being a boob job, but it's a penis job.
Yeah,
Ah, yeah.
So eventually it'll get pretty cheap. There'll be
you'll be
botched
going
ones,
you'll
there'll
be
be
going
good
to
ones.
Thailand to get a penis job.
Yeah,
I can
like
see that seems like the future to me.
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna
Okay.
happen.
this seems to be quite a complex operation though, because I feel like operating
Oh,
penis is quite
They've like this is
Involved.
Delicate.
this is one of the last frontiers. I think every other organ and like they're getting like they're doing hand transplants now where they actually get functionality.
Yeah.
So they've done hand transplants
Yeah.
for ages, but it was never like all the nerves didn't connect and there wasn't full functionality in the hand. But now they're getting it so good that they can reattach all the nerves and everything.
Yeah, wow.
So I think, yeah, I actually have like a creepy, like extension to this story.
what kind of extension?
So, so what's the last frontier of human transplanting?
Brain.
consciousness.
Yeah. Head transplants.
Yeah.
So there's a whack job from Italy called Sergio Canavero.
That's it.
He did a TED talk back in like
course he did.
2011
He's
or
legit.
something.
Wow. TED Talk.
Yeah, he's looking. Him and a colleague in China might have attempted a head transplant on someone this month.
Is that
At the
legal?
start of this month.
What do you mean, mine?
Well, it's in China. There's like reports that he might have attempted it
Wait,
because they found a
The whole
person
head?
who wanted. Yes,
like including the brain,
they
everything?
chop it off at the neck
What?
and try and put it on another body.
On a live person.
Yes. So on someone who's died from some sort of head trauma, so the rest of their body is fine.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
They sever the head as cleanly as they can and try and reattach it to another body.
And start the heart.
I don't think the heart stops.
Oh, so like brain damage. Person.
Yeah, so the thing is like after a couple of minutes your brain starts deteriorating
I'm so confused.
without blood. Yeah, it's actually really
So
hard
it's
to
like
read
the
'cause
heads
it was
in
super
Futurama.
gross.
So you got two people.
Yeah.
One's dead.
One's recently dead from a head injury.
Which is that the one that's giving the body or the head?
The body.
So the body donor is dead.
Why would you give a head that's just had
Well,
a head injury?
I'm just clearing it up for the listeners.
Confusing.
So we got a dead body,
Yes, listener.
With a head injury.
dead body,
Yeah,
and then we
recently dead body. Probably put on ice.
and a live head.
Yes.
Yeah.
We take this head.
Yeah.
If it's just an alive person,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
There's
it's-
someone who has some sort of like maybe they have muscular degeneration in their body or
Okay.
some sort of
Spine,
debilitating
something.
disease that their head's okay but their body's probably
and
bad.
I guess they're okay if they die.
Yeah, I hope so. He said he found someone. It was like a Russian dude,
What?
young Russian man. I think he was 30 years old. And yeah,
Got any results?
we don't know yet. I think last year there was a lot of stuff going around on the internet suggesting he'd like been successful, but it wasn't true. Anyway, he full on sound like, so this is like a quote from him. He full on sounds like a bad guy in a movie. For too long,
cutting
nature
our
has
heads.
dictated her rules to us.
He's been.
We're born, we grow, we age, and we die. For millions of years, humans have evolved, and 100 billion humans have died. That's genocide on a mass scale.
Oh
We've
my gosh.
entered an age where we will be able to take our destiny back in our hands. It will change everything. It will change you at every level.
That's outrageous.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. There's so bioethicists, that's an actual job. People who decide whether a particular medical procedure is ethical or not.
Okay.
Their approach at the moment apparently is to ignore him
Yeah.
because they
Oh.
want people to not talk about it because they think he's just doing it for publicity.
What are we doing then?
Yeah, but then the counter argument is this
Shut
guy's actually going to try that. Like, he's actually
don't
doing
know.
it, and we have
Right.
to think about the implications
Yeah,
of it, because
it's
apparently in China
insane.
he's gotten permission to do it. He wasn't able to do it anywhere else, because no one else would give him permission to do that procedure. It basically amounts to killing someone, because it's so, low probability that it will be successful.
Yeah.
Because
And
like
if you
it's just the fact is you cut someone's head off, the head's not going to last very long. How do you keep it alive?
the brain
to put it
starts
on the other
deteriorating.
side?
He has only so long to reattach all the blood vessels and all the nerves in a severed spinal cord, and they've never been able to successfully reconnect someone's severed spinal cord, because that's how there's all these quadriplegic people out there
Right.
and paraplegic people. They have spinal cord issues, right? And they're not able to reattach the nerves correctly. So he has to do this in a matter of minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you can slow down the deterioration by cooling the head, but you can't freeze it.
No, he's whacked.
That's what they do with the heart. So with heart transplants, they're able to transport it from wherever the person
Yes.
dies to wherever they're getting the transplant by putting it on ice. I don't think that works with a head,
I don't think so.
Yeah.
but yeah. So he's a whack job.
Oh my
But-
gosh.
Sergio.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
think
actually
ignoring him
super
is the way to
creepy.
go.
It's super creepy.
Lock him up.
Yeah.
It was such a gross.